28th of August. Whether you're a fan of the classic manga and anime series, or if it's brand new to you, this is an exciting arcade football game with something for everyone. However, you're in for a bit of a surprise. That's why we're here to help teach you the basics, so you're ready to hit the pitch on the 28th. For this first video, let's go over the basic controls and mechanics. Firstly, the buttons. We'll be using the PS4 as an example, and do bear in mind, this is in practice mode, which is why the clock isn't moving. When you have possession, X is a short pass, circle is a long pass, and triangle is a through ball. For those last two, you can hold the button to kick the ball further. Square shoots the ball, and again you can hold it to kick further. Hold the button long enough to activate special shots with some particular players, but we'll go into more detail on that in a future video. Press and hold R1 to dash dribble, and press R2 for a dribble move. Again, we'll go into this more in the next video. Holding L1 modifies some shots, and the D-pad lets you choose between 4 preset tactical formations. L2 is used for something called V-Zone, a power-up that we'll talk about in a future video. On to defense. Hold X to run toward the player with possession, or hold square to have another player on your team approach the player with possession. Dash into opponents with R1 to tackle them, or you can do a sliding tackle with R2 or circle, your choice. Pressing L1 switches the player you're controlling and will always favour players closer to the opponent with possession of the ball. So far, kinda sounds like a regular football game, right? But that's just the beginning. The spirit gauge is a gauge all players have that is depleted when they take certain actions. Dashing, tackle moves, special shots, and saves are some of the things that use up the spirit gauge. It recharges over time for all players except the goalkeeper. The lower your spirit gauge, the longer it will take you to charge up shots, and if it's too low, you won't be able to dash or perform those special maneuvers. As we've seen already, you can hold square to charge up shots, but this also works when the ball is in the air. Cross the ball into the box and hold square to have your players go for either a header or an aerial kick. Depending on the player, these can be special charge shots like on the ground. Two opposing players go for a mid-air ball at the same time, you get a clash. Mash the buttons as hard as you can to come out on top and take a shot towards goal. The spirit gauge differently for the goalkeeper. Every time he saves a shot, his gauge goes down and it only recharges at half time or after he lets a goal in. Wearing down the opponent's goalie until he lets in a shot is a huge part of being successful in Captain Tsubasa. So, pay close attention to your player's spirit gauges at all times. The more gauge a player has, the longer he'll be able to maintain possession, because of the dash dribble and dribble move maneuvers. We'll be going over two